So, hello everyone, welcome back to another session on what work is. As I have told you in my previous session, this is like a poem which is in fact related to globalization. Okay, the main theme that is in fact being discussed is globalization. Though the tone of the poem resembles the tone of that whole Great Depression era of 1930s, okay, you can say that the main theme or the main ideas that are getting reflected in the poem are loneliness, desperation, helplessness, and the boundaries felt by every man in poverty during that time. Okay, so that is, you can say, like the speaking for a voiceless worker. That is the idea that is discussed. That is the main feeling that we can see in this particular poem. So what we'll do is like we will go line by line. Okay, we'll try to understand each and every line, and we'll try, like, and after that we'll move forward. Okay, so this is the first section. I have divided the poem into four sections. Okay, so the first section is like this: we stand in the rain in a long line waiting at Ford Highland Park. So Ford Highland Park, it's a common kind of a place, like it's an industry kind of a place. As I've already told you, Philip Levine was brought up in Detroit. Okay, Detroit is like famous for its automobile industries. So it's like, he is waiting in front of that huge build huge industry. Okay, waiting for his turn. Okay, so we stand in rain, which means if he feels like they are outside a automobile plant, and that too in rain. Okay, it's a long line, so it talks about, it gives us an impression of that tiring long queue. That's a feeling that we actually get over there. So, why exactly they are standing in the long queue or long line? It's for work. That's just two simple two words. So, for work, there is a kind of an exhaustion. Okay, so they are like, so very desperate about that. That's why in two words, he has summed up why exactly they are, like, waiting patiently, and what exactly they are waiting for. Okay, so you know what work is. If you are old enough to read this, you know what work is. Although you may not do it, forget you. Okay, so you might not have the tone is in fact bitter. Okay, in this particular sentence, you can say lines. In these lines, you know what work is, you all are familiar with it, and if you are in a position to read these lines, okay, that means you can understand what work is. And if you are not in a position to understand this, forget you. You can just leave it. There is no need to worry about whether you know it or not, and it's not, there is no need to be bothered about, like, whether you want to understand it or not. You can just leave it. So this is about waiting. So he has, you can say, compared this work with what it's about waiting. Okay, so that is the feeling that the poet has, shifting from one food to another. So it in fact, qualifies or tries to describe about that long wait. He says it's about shifting from one food to another. Okay, it's kind of a long wait. It's a kind of a long line. It's a kind of a long queue. So it's like we are just shifting from one food to another, feeling the light rain falling like mist in your hair, blurring your vision until you think you see your own brother ahead of you, maybe 10 places. Okay, so here you can see that this is about waiting, shifting from one food to another, means it's like a very tiring kind of a thing. So feeling like the light rain falling like mist in your hair. So when you stand in a queue, at times, you go dizzy, or you can say you go kind of in a fainted kind of a feeling, because you're that much tired. And there you can see that not it is like the rain is like a kind of a mist falling in your hair, and it is like blurring your vision. Means basically talking about, for a fraction of seconds he fell, the person who's standing in the queue falls asleep. Okay, and then until you think you see your own brother. Brother means is not just literally the meaning of the brother that is cited here. Like somebody who was like very close to you, who thought like, whom you thought like, is not going to betray you. That is the understanding of the word brother. Okay, so that particular person is ahead of you. He's not trying to call you and to move in the queue. Rather, he feels like he got a chance to move ahead. So he'll make you sleep and he'll just move ahead 10 places ahead of you. Okay, he was just standing next to you or behind you, and now it's like, it is the queue has moved almost like 10 places, and you were like, almost asleep. Okay, നിങ്ങൾ ഉറക്കത്തിലായിരുന്നു ആ ഒരു സമയത്ത്. എന്താണ് ഈ ആള് നിങ്ങൾ അത്രയും പ്രിയപ്പെട്ടതെന്ന് വിചാരിക്കുന്ന കൈൻഡ് ഓഫ് ലൈക്ക് എ ബ്രദർ, അത്രയും പ്രിയപ്പെട്ടതെന്ന് വിചാരിക്കുന്ന ആൾ നമ്മൾ ഉപേക്ഷിച്ചിട്ട് എങ്ങോട്ടേക്ക് പോകുന്നു? അത്രയും പ്ലേസസ് മുമ്പിലോട്ട് പോകുന്നു. അപ്പോൾ ആരെയും വിശ്വസിക്കാൻ പറ്റില്ല എന്നുള്ള കൈൻഡ് ഓഫ് ഒരു ഇംപ്രഷനും യു വിൽ ഗെറ്റ് ഔട്ട് ഓഫ് ദീസ്. ഇറ്റ്സ് നോട്ട് ലൈക്ക് വി കനോട്ട് ട്രസ്റ്റ് എ സിംഗിൾ പേഴ്സൺ എന്നുള്ളൊരു ഫീലിംഗ് നമുക്കിതിനകത്ത് വരുന്നുണ്ട്. ഓക്കെ, യെസ്. Now I move on to the next section. You rub your glasses with your fingers, and of course it's someone else's brother. So at that moment you realize that you rub your glasses with your fingers എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഉറക്കത്തിൽ നിന്നിട്ട് കഴിയുമ്പോൾ ഇറ്റ്സ് ലൈക്ക് യു ജസ്റ്റ് ഇഫ് അറ്റ് ഓൾ ദർ ആർ സം മിസ്റ്റ് ഓർ എനിത്തിങ് ഓർ റെയിൻ or anything of that kind on your glasses, on your specs. That time you will just rub it off, and then you just get up from the sleep, and that moment it's a kind of a realization that it's not your brother, it's someone else's brother. Because you cannot trust him. Okay, so that's a feeling. It's not your brother, it's someone else's brother. Narrower across the shoulders than yours, but with the same sad slouch, the grin that does not hide the stubbornness, the sad refusal to give into rain, to the hours of waiting, to the knowledge that somewhere ahead a man is waiting who will say, no, we are not hiring today, for any other reason he wants. So that moment he realizes that it's not his brother, it's someone else's brother. And you are trying to describe that particular person who has in fact moved ahead almost like 10 places ahead of you, narrower across the shoulders than yours. So he's like narrower across the shoulders. His shoulders are not that broad, indirectly talking about not broad minded. Okay, so across the shoulders than yours, but with the same sad slouch. Slouch means you're like, in kind of drooping way, you're sitting or standing in a kind of a drooping way, കുനിഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്നത് പോലെ. അപ്പം the same pain of life, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ the same struggle of life you can see in that particular person. അപ്പോൾ അതുകൊണ്ടായിരിക്കും you thought like, he is my brother. The person, the poet thought that, he is my brother. കാരണം എന്നെ പോലെ തന്നെ ഒരു കുനിഞ്ഞ് നടുവൊക്കെ കുനിഞ്ഞാണ് നിൽക്കുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ പോയിട്ട് വിചാരിച്ചു, യെസ്, ഹീ ഈസ് മൈ ബ്രദർ. കാരണം ഹീ ഹാസ് ഗോട്ട് ദ സെയിം എന്താ പറയുക സ്ട്രഗിൾ ആസ് ദാറ്റ് ഓഫ് മൈൻ. പക്ഷേ നൗ യു റിയലൈസ് ദാറ്റ് ഹീ ഈസ് നോട്ട് ദറ്റ് ബ്രോഡ് മൈൻഡഡ്. ഹീ ഈസ് ലൈക്ക് കുറച്ച് കണ്ണിങ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരാളാണ്. ദ ഓൺലി തിങ് ദാറ്റ് സിമിലർ with both of us is like that sad slouch. Okay, and the grin means that sad face that does not hide the stubbornness. Even though he has got that grin and all, it's there, but it cannot hide the stubbornness means that stubbornness that, yeah, I have to move ahead. The stubbornness here is like a kind of a determination not to change the attitude of the person. Okay, so like here you can say that it cannot hide the stubbornness, the sad refusal to give into the rain. Okay, so it's like they are not ready to get away, or you can say let go of things. Anyway, this person is also struggling like me, so I should wake him up എന്നുള്ളൊരു ചിന്ത അയാൾക്കില്ല. Okay, so that is reflected here. To the hours of waiting, to the knowledge that somewhere ahead a man is waiting who will say. അപ്പം he is also like stubborn, that not to എന്താ പറയുന്നത്, not to move ahead. ഓക്കെ എന്ന് വിചാരിക്കുന്നില്ല. അതൊരു stubbornness ആണ്. ഈവൻ ദോ ഐ എം ഗോയിങ് ടു ഫെയിൽ, ബട്ട് ഐ എം നോട്ട് ഗോയിങ് ടു ചേഞ്ച് മൈ ആറ്റിറ്റ്യൂഡ്. ഓക്കെ, എന്താണ് ഇഫ് അറ്റ് ഓൾ ആഫ്റ്റർ ഓൾ ദീസ് ട്രിക്കി തിങ്സ് ഇഫ് ഐ മൂവ് അഹെഡ്, മുമ്പിൽ ചെന്ന് കഴിഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ എന്താണ്, a man who will be waiting up there in the gate to say that we are not hiring today. ഇത് കേൾക്കാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ടാണ് അയാളും പോകുന്നത്. ഓക്കെ, എന്നാലും എന്താണ്, ഹീസ് നോട്ട് റെഡി ടു ലൈക്ക് വേക്ക് മീ അപ്പ്. Okay, so for any reason he wants, this person who is waiting at the gates, ആ ഫോർഡ് ഹൈലൻഡ് പാർക്ക് എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ഓട്ടോമൊബൈൽ ഇൻഡസ്ട്രിയുടെ ഗേറ്റിൽ നിൽക്കുന്ന ആൾ എന്തിനാണ് വേണ്ടി നിൽക്കുന്നത്? ജസ്റ്റ് ടു സേ ദാറ്റ് നോ, വി ആർ നോട്ട് ഹയറിംഗ് ടുഡേ. After this long queue, drenched in rain, when we reach there, this is what the person at the gate, he's going to tell us. For any reason he wants, he might be giving us number of different variety reasons every now and then when we reach there. Okay, so that is the kind of second section. I'll cut the video, the rest I'll continue in the next video. Okay, take care.